Jack Tribe Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Utah Utes and the Iowa State Cyclones. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Utah is turning the page with a new head coach, Morgan Scalley, for the first time in decades. Kyle Whittingham was a longtime coach there, built consistent success, back-to-back Rose Bowls, but by his side was Morgan Scalley, and when I interviewed him, he said, "My logo has never changed. He's played at Utah, been an assistant coach at Utah, and will now lead the Utes into a new era." Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Utes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. Omari Hayes, he's an incoming transfer from Tulane. He put up more than 250 yards and 3 scores in their win last time out. He might want another play. To throw, it's Rayner. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
He'll keep it on second down. Got enough for the first. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now.
Caught, and he's got room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Utes have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Snagged out of the air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They've got the screen set up. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long.
Hey, kill it. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Finds his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Going with the counter play here. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Cyclones come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop.
Ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. To the air, it's Rayner. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. This time he's got his man. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Cyclones, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll run play action. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Next going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The option, he'll keep it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off, Parker running left. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll keep it on the ground. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Utes decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Bring in the heat. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Parker. There he goes. Made a defender miss. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. And the Utes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to pass, it's Dampier. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
How about this on 1st and goal to give to the wide receiver? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's what I think. Offense is about finesse. It's about, shifts and motions. When you get to be in the goal line area and the field starts to shrink, you better be able to punch somebody in the mouth and get positive yards. Not trickeration, not flip it to a guy with speed out wide, not do something different. You better be physical at the point of attack, move guys out of the way, and run the football.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead is now 5 here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Rayner. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Got the quick pass. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Here's a little room there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Past the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Rayner. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Cyclones are in the red zone. Might be changing the route. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third.
Third and long, they're throwing the out route, trying to get it on the boundary, but a great job by the defense, anticipating it and then knocking it away.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Crosses to 40. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quick completion to the right.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Give on the inside. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Utes have it with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. As productive as these 2 offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They are perfect on fourth down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hard running there. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw it again. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cyclones!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 5 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Gators, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Ames. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Coach Morgan Scalley told me coming onto the field after halftime, they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Utah! That one will give them the lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tosses it incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a gift to Parker. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utes! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Pressure coming. Finds some time. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Cyclones are flying down the field. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced...
Bringing it back. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to Parker. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Tight end now in motion. A give running right is Parker. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Got a little grass. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Iowa State sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum.
Snags it, and there's running room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Got him downfield. It's a running room. Touchdown, Iowa State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Utah sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Utes have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. First and 10 for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Unloads it left. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Parker. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He goes right back to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. And they're going to send out the field goal unit and take the offense off the field. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Down here on the Utah sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a give to Parker. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds him out of the backfield.
Man, that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The Cyclones want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. In time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They want to run this quarterback. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They get it in for the two-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ute. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They're working that left side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Utes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Touchdown, Utes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Blasted as he lets it go.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defense
picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And that last completion left them with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Goes to the option. Doing it himself again. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Breaks free in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Jackson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
The Cyclones with the 1st and 10.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Down here on the Utah sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Keeps it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Handoff for Parker.
This is an area of the game on offense. You've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down.
Finding some room. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.